All right, well, I'll get my tablet turned on here so I can see what's going on. Give me just a second, everybody. Is waiting for Northern Light Railroading.
Yeah, just close out of YouTube completely, like swipe up out of it,
Okay.
go back in.
All right. So, we have some news for the layout. A couple of things actually tonight.
Yeah.
So let's,
Interesting stuff.
interesting stuff, yes.
Stick around.
There we go, okay. All right, I'll back up there. You see what I said on my engine. Have not been online at all today, Isaac. We have been, hey, trains. Oh, you have huge news. Oh, so what do you got, what's up? I'll switch to the
Franklin Park says hi.
Hey!
Channel says no. Oh, yeah, we haven't been on at all today.
No, we've been out running tons of errands. We've got a lot to do today. So we had to get some paint for the layout. We had to get a few other things just personal, and so we just actually got in not too long ago. So we haven't caught up with anything today. So
are you getting a big boy trains to planes?
all right.
Franklin Park asks if your layout is DCC.
No, it isn't DCC yet. Probably will be. Not too far in the future, but right now, since we're just in the process of getting tracked down and testing, I've just left it as DC. All of my engines except for 3 are DC. So it's just, for right now, we're just keeping it at that, so I don't have to go through a whole big process.
He says, yes, I am finally getting a big boy.
Oh, well, congratulations!
Congratulations.
That'll be great.
Isaac says he also sent us something in email. We may have seen that.
Okay. I don't know, because I haven't been online hardly at all today.
Yeah.
So it was just, it's been such a busy day. We were out checking a few things out and making some decisions. Well, we obviously, like I said, we had some personal stuff to do, and then we were making some big decisions about the layout today. So we were out taking a look at a few things, and
we've got quite a few things.
oh, you're right.
Willem says hello. Just
Hello,
got back
Willem.
from my open house.
Oh, very nice.
Trains to Planes says I'm so happy.
I bet. You have to share pictures of it when you get it. Big boy, the models look great. I love watching the rods work.
HO Train Power says hello. Just got on.
Hello there.
Crochet Lady says hi.
Hello.
Trains to Planes says not a Challenger, but I found a relatively cheap Challenger that I might get later on.
Oh, that'd be good. Then you could do a double header. That'd be pretty cool.
Franklin Park asks, what's your favorite part of the layout so far?
Probably my stations are my favorite part of the layout so far. I love my big buildings, but and maybe just because the stations are the most complete, but I really love this guy right here. Took a lot of time to work on him and get the colors all the way I wanted. Had to develop a few new painting techniques that I hadn't done before to get everything looking the way I wanted it. So I think my stations are my happiest part. Probably Skid Row coming in probably second at this stage. So, all right. So,
Oki says hi.
hey, glad you joined us.
Franklin Park asks guess what Metro loco I have.
Metro, I don't know.
Trains to Plane says it was that 4015 he found.
Oh, cool. Okay.
eBay. It's like most expensive model, 155 pounds.
Wow. Well, if you ever decide to change the number, that one's not too bad to change. So, I mean, you only have to do the 4 to a 5, and that should be a fairly easy swap out, both on the cab and the number boards. So that's not too bad. Because I think you were talking about wanting to change it to a 4014, if I remember right. So that one shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Trains to Planes. Oh, it's $208 US.
Okay.
Franklin Park says I have the Metro F40.
Oh, cool.
City of Chicago paint.
Oh, that'd be pretty. That'd be pretty. I think isn't that the one that's that light blue? You used to have one.
Yes.
Pretty sure that was that, kind of that pale sky blue color with the 2 stripes or 3 stripes on it, something like that.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's that. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Yeah, I think so.
Blue with the orange stripes.
Yeah, uh-huh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like the gradient.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I used to have that one.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Cool.
HO Train Power asks, what's a tip for a starter HO train enthusiast with a 15 by 10 layout?
15 by 10 layout, that's pretty good size. Couple industries, I don't know if you want to do point to point, or if you want to do a dog bone, or you want to do a loop. I would probably, a lot of people love point to point. Maybe do a point to point with a dog bone also. Maybe run a couple of main lines, something like that, where you could do both types of switching and everything. So just can imagine it. There's great software up there. There's some really good track plans up there. See something that you like and see if it'll fit in the space. That'd be my suggestion.
Okay. Oki says I finally broke down and finished putting the decals on my FEC tender.
Oh, good, good. I hope it came out pretty good. I still have yet to get our tank, our fuel tank, to go into our thing. We had one I thought was going to work, but when we actually opened the file, it was actually for a model that was going to be about 3 foot long, and you had to actually use wood and things on the framework around it. So that was not a good file. So we're still on the look for ours. So yeah, we're a ways off on that. But as you can see back behind my shoulder here, let me see, can I see it? Yeah, I can see it in the picture. You can probably tell that the little bits that were gray back here on our elevated track are painted. We'll show it here completely. Everything up here of the superstructure is now painted. All that's left is the deck bridge to make it and paint it. So we've got it pretty much all the way around on both sides, which is a lot farther along than I've had it ever. So it's now moving pretty quickly. So I'm really pleased with that. Big news about the layout that we have decided is the duck under right here that we've had since the beginning, that our 3 tracks go across. We're pretty sure we're taking that out. We've kind of been looking at expanding into the room that way. And it would just, I don't want to have a bunch of duck unders, because we're going to have a duck under at the door, and then having a duck under right here, big one. I don't want to do that. It's hard enough getting underneath this one. I only want to have one, and having a small one there, we can actually get it as a lift out. So yes.
Rock fan says good job. Everything looks great.
Well, thank you, thank you. So I'm thinking probably come. Oh, probably 1st of September, we're going to figure out, none of this is getting touched from basically here back on both sides. We're not going to be touching any of that. All it's going to come out is Skid Row and these 3 tracks, but I'm going to put Skid Row over by the yards on that wall over there. We'll just bump that out a little bit more, because I'm no longer going to have this right here, so we're not going to have this little narrow walkway in the room. I'll actually be able to bring that about 18 to 20 inches out of that from that wall out over there, so I'll have a lot of room. And we'll do kind of like segments using masonite to do vision breaks. So when it leaves our original layout that we have here, we'll have a vision break with masonite and some background stuff, and then it'll be heading over into there. We're going to set this up where we don't need to have a helix or inclines for a while. We're going to do 2 levels over on that wall. We're going to do the upper level of the elevated track, and then we'll do this lower level. Yes.
Okay. HO Train Power says you have a really good idea of what you're doing, so what would be a good track planning software?
Boy, track planning software. I don't know.
We don't really use that.
Yeah, I recommend just finding one for beginners. I just start scribbling stuff down on a piece of paper till I find it, a design I like, and then my dad would just sketch his out on a big yellow legal pad, and he'd measure everything out and do it that way. and that way he can erase, do what he wants to. But the thing about using the program is, it'll let you know if your curves are going to work because all that's built into it. So that takes a lot of guesswork out of it versus stuff like this. So I know guys on here have used it. So if any of you guys have used it, you might just type in here and make just a post about it and let them know.
Steve asks, any experience with the helix to lift train elevation, and also greetings from Arizona, 113 here today.
Oh, you're kind of like your temperature is kind of like where we were about 4 or 5 days ago. We were peaking at about 111, 112, and now we've got rain and it's in the 70s. So,
Willem asks, what is an exciting project y'all are doing in the future?
well, that's going to be what we're talking about here. Let me go back to the helix. We were thinking about putting a helix over here, but I'm not sure we're going to do that. We're probably going to keep the levels different. I've helped with helixes before. They're great. If you want to change levels, they're fantastic, but you got to have the room for them, especially when it's larger than N. You got to make sure you're going to have probably like a 6-foot area to do it. So, but they solve a lot of problems. Okay. And as far as a neat project coming up, Willem, we're going to be probably taking out our jump across right here and moving everything over there and opening this entire room up and making our drags, our train, our lines a lot bigger so we can run longer trains and everything can go over and process through the yards. And we'll have some hidden staging over there and stuff too. So that's the big stuff that's going to change this fall. We'll be starting the construction on that. I want to take the rest of the summer and get the decking part of the elevated finished all the way around, so everything here is set to go, so that when we do that, we can just tie everything together. Okay.
Trains to Plains says, I only know the popular ones, and I need to update about the gala.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Isaac says he did end up getting Isaac said he got the Class D 4-truck Shay.
Oh, good.
Broadway Limited.
Very nice. Good engine. Love those. Isaac, we're going to send you that file. So that's coming here. We're just going to send it off to you probably tomorrow. We'll pick one out from the Skid Row buildings and we'll get you the right dimensions for HO and we'll bump it up to that size and we'll send that to you. So you should have that this weekend on that. Okay.
Willem says, that sounds great. I will miss being here in the summer though. But I will hopefully be here mostly before 8 o'clock.
Okay. Well, and our ones on the weekends will come like on a Friday night or we'll do a Sunday afternoon. We'll get kind of back to our weekend scheduling that we had once the school year starts because Gabe's going back to school himself in about a month. So we're going to try to get as much done as we can with our midweek streams. But once he's back, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll shift things around a little bit. We'll probably do one evening during the week and we'll do most of the stuff on the weekends. So, yeah.
Trains to Plains says, unfortunately, because of the heat in the UK, the grass is dried and steam will cause fires, so the gala has been canceled.
Oh.
Due to the fact that the 7 of the 9 attending locos are steam.
Well, yeah, with all that cinder, well, I don't know if it's cinders or not, but the sparks and everything that come off of that, yeah, I can understand that. Being dry, it's dry around here. Well, we've been in drought. We were good in the spring when we had all that rain, and then everything dried up, and everything went brown, and we went back into drought, but they said this rain for the 2 days straight, we're supposed to get like 2 inches of rain, so that should help bring us back a little bit. Which is good, because we put some new plants in outside, and this way they can just stay nice and fresh.
Isaac asks, so what's the Skid Row?
Skid Row, you want to just point the camera at it? And you don't have to use it with Skid Row buildings, but we've got these little downtown buildings right
Do you want
now.
to show the...
Yeah.
That'd probably be
So those are like the Skid Row buildings, so probably those lower ones. Since you've got a smaller printer, bumping that up to HO, you'll probably be able to handle that a little bit better. So we'll probably pick one of those two, either the middle one or the one on the left, and we'll send you the file for that. Okay. But again, that whole area is coming out of here. Ever since it was kind of a funny progression on how that worked. We took the bridge out going across there because it was this visual block to begin with. I didn't like it. Ever since I put it in, it just seemed to dominate that whole area way too much. So then we got that put in back here. I got it all taken apart, put back up in here. Looks great. So I started looking at that, and I thought, now that it opened up, I could see that back wall better, and I thought, well, we should just take this back farther. Yes.
Isaac says, you mean these 3 small ones and not the tall buildings?
Right, right. Unless you want a tall building,
Yeah.
I don't care. I was just going to take one of those because the size of your printer was awful small, so we were just trying to go with something small.
Something that would fit with HO.
Yeah, yeah. So, so it's just kind of was a domino effect after we moved the big elevated track out of the way that this started, once that started opening up. Plus, when you guys, if you're in the area and you start coming to see us, because once we get this thing all done, well, at least completely operational, it's going to be open to the public. When you're in the area, you'll be able to come and run trains if you want. We needed to make it more open to accommodate people to come in. And so the only way really to do that is to get this big thing right out of the middle of the room. It was a good idea to start off with when we thought we were going to have 2 levels doing that, but it's just not practical anymore. Okay.
Dan Brewer says hi.
Hello there.
Let's see. Trains to Plains says, because me and my dad were planning to go to a different railway, but in total, to stay for a night, plus food, plus tickets for railway, plus fuel, it would cost over $300 for 2 days, so we're going to get the big boy instead.
Oh,
So,
well, that's a good alternative, because then you'll have something that you're going to enjoy for years and years.
yeah.
I'm kind of that way anymore about concerts. I went to see a lot of them when I was a kid, but when I was a kid going to see them, they were $7 a ticket back in the 80s. Now, to get a decent seat, you got to spend $500. I'm not doing that. So I'd rather spend that on the layout or something hobby-wise, so you just have to decide where your money's going to be better, that you're going to enjoy it better. So yeah, I understand completely about that. So
Isaac asks, so why did you call it the Skid Row again?
well, it's just called the Skid Row because that's where we were going to have our rundown druggy section. But those are just basic buildings there on the right. I've got mine painted to where it looks like they're really run down. And I was going to have boarded windows down below and stuff like that. It was just supposed to be the old area of town. And I'm going to recreate that over there where we're going to put the yards on that far wall now. Because, honestly, most yards in cities are down in some of the worst areas of town because that's where the city started and everything moved out from there. So we'll take all these buildings that we're doing and we'll put them over on one side of the yards of the other. And we'll actually have a lot more room to make the Skid Row much bigger. So it'll actually work out for the best for us. So, but you can use these buildings in any kind of a situation at all. You can have them as any kind of a small little town building, you can put them just about anywhere. They're good for any kind of a situation. Okay.
Isaac says, also worst case scenario, I could always splice the file and build the building in pieces.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Dan says, nice.
Thank you.
Rulus says, I wasn't cool until I subscribed to Northern Light.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be, you're going to see a lot of big changes now coming in. They're going to, this summer, I told you guys it was going to come fast this summer, getting stuff done, and it did. I mean, before we started this summer build, we still got a full month left to go. For the 2 months that we've been at it, we have printed 5 buildings, Gabe?
Yeah.
5 tall towers, plus this station, plus that station, plus most of the rest of the elevated stuff. So we've been really on it this summer, plus ballasting like crazy, and we, like I said, we still got a full month to go. So we're probably going to hit our totals that I wanted to do over the summer, and then that'll be good for the fall, then going into the bench work and reconfiguring this whole area right here.
Yeah. Trains to Plains says, so rather than that, we're going to our local railway, plus messing with the big boy, plus movie nights, which in total probably won't exceed 200. So it's saving 100.
Oh, very good. That'll be good.
Isaac says, so if you want, you could send a list of the names of files, if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trains to Plains says, I will buy some of your files to print.
Well, I want to send you one.
Yeah.
And we hadn't heard back from you as to which one you'd like, because that other day when you guys were really going at it. That was my thank you to you guys on all those donations, was sending you a file of your choice. So you just need to pick which building you want, and we'll get you the file. It doesn't matter, any building, it doesn't matter in here. We have everything set up, so if there's a building you really like, you like the station, you like, one of the big ones behind us here, anything on Skid Row, doesn't matter. The only reason we didn't make that offer to Isaac was, I think with his small printer, it would take him forever to print one of the huge ones. That's why we selected a smaller one. But otherwise, we would have, any file he wants, he could do too, because you guys really went at it that night, and this is just our way of saying thank you for that. So send us a message or whatever. Point out one of the things up here that you'd like, and we'll send you the file for it.
Yeah.
So just be sure to get to us, because I think didn't we actually even message you about it?
It was 6 days ago.
Oh yeah, we sent you a message about 6 days ago asking you, what you'd like, and so just go ahead and pick out whatever you want, and we'll get it taken care of. Okay.
3 Days of Darkness says nice train tracks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've done a lot of work on them, and because of this big change, see, I'm really glad I haven't gotten into really doing a lot of scenery at this point and putting switches in and everything, because it's kind of completely changed now that we're taking this jump track out. So it just takes time. Like I said, we didn't know we were going to do this with the elevated track. It was going to be a double decker. Now it's just a single level, but 2 tracks. Everything changes. So that's the thing. You guys come and see this stuff. It's going to be different from the last time we talked. Odds are. So because now that I've got the room, we'll definitely start working on this 3rd station that's going to go right here too. So we got a lot coming. Plus those guys that Trains and Isaac that got into that real big heated competition last Friday, we were able to get, we got this stuff on Monday. We got another pack of the trees, and then we got this stuff to make the trees bulkier, and we got these so I can add extra limbs and trunks off of these trees. And that goes with the ones that we got from the week before. So now our park area up here is going to be filling in pretty fast. Because we also got a set of those trees and some other stuff. So we're pretty close once I get this kind of figured out, because I've got to take this whole thing back out of here. First I got to glue this section to that section, and then I've got to take this whole section out, lay it down on butcher paper, and trace it so I can make my curves for the top part of here. Yes?
Trains to Plane says, personally, I can't do the towers, and scaling it up to 00 will make it ridiculously tall, so it might not even fit in my room.
Okay. Well, the thing about these is, because I sent one to Ryan, he didn't want something very tall either. He took the file, we sent him a file here, we sent him this building, and we only had it this tall. It was only a foot tall. It had this on it and everything, and it looked beautiful, only just being 12, well, I guess it's about maybe 14 inches tall. You don't have to go with the size. The file is not made to where you have to make these buildings this tall. You can make them any height you wanted. You can even make it to where this is just like right here, with only like maybe 4 windows. So you can just pick whatever you want and make it whatever height you want. You don't have to make it the height that you see. If the style of the building is what you like, then we'll send you the file, and if you have any issues on what you should print, what you shouldn't print, we'll work with you and let you know which ones you need to do to make a shorter building or whatever fits the space that you have. So don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay, Isaac says, I kind of like nice small town type buildings, like those in small towns.
Yep, that's what these are over here in the Skid Row area. Yep.
Trains to Plane says, so I'll probably do the station as it's more realistic to fit. I don't really know what files I could use, as I don't know exactly what my layout will be like.
Okay, so which stations? We have this station and we have the Union Station that's over there. That'd be the only thing that we need to know.
Willem says, yay, I'll have trees. I just put down today woodland scenic grass.
Oh, very good. Yep, I'm going to be doing a little bit of that myself. There's going to be a bunch of it up here. First I got to decide where my little creek's going to go, my pond that's going to come along this entire front edge. And then I got to put my field in, and then I'll start, the I'll paint my paths in for the walking paths, and then I'll start filling in all the grass and trees and everything else. It's gonna look really good. I should pull one of those out. I've got 2 packages of them because I wanted to do an unboxing of one.
Lover Girl says hi.
Well, hello there.
It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Let's see what this looks like. I'll open up the other one for the unboxing, but I'm just curious as to how these look in person. They put them on a nice piece of foam, so I'm hoping they just have, it's supposed to be wire trunks and stems, so I'm hoping it just pokes through and there's not a base. I can just pull one off the foam and we'll put it up here and see what it looks like in front of, well, those are pretty nice.
Willem says, those look great, love the trees.
Yeah, this company did a really nice job. It's what? Oh, they are. Okay. I should be able to just pull one out. Oh, I can. Okay. So let's just, now I'm going to add, dropped it. I'm going to add a bunch of stuff right here. And I showed you this. This is really a cool box. You get 60 extra limbs and stuff, so you can add limbs and extra trunks to the trees. So I'll do some of that kind of customized stuff to that. I think that'll look pretty good. So let's see what this looks like up here. I'm not going to step on what dropped. I'll grab it real quick. Yeah, nothing happened to that. Nothing fell off, so I'm just going to get this back here.
Good.
So we'll just kind of, oh, yeah, I think that'll, like I said, once I get them bulked up a little bit with more, and I'm going to paint the greenery itself too. Nothing's going to stay like this, so I'll get a yellow green, and I'll just touch edges around here to make it look like light reflecting off and getting lighter colored leaves. So I think that's going to look really good. So figure a whole bunch of this all along here. We've got the static grass clumps. We'll put that in. We'll put talus in for rocks and some boulders and stuff, and then the grass and sand. I think they'll look really nice in front of the elevated track right here with the trains running underneath it. I'll probably make a couple of these trees taller with those extra limbs I've got to where that they can get up to like the height of, to where even like these might pass behind some trees.
Trains to Plains asks what the best tree flavor is.
Best tree flavor? Well, personally I like aspens. So
Isaac says, I like those really old storefronts in small towns. That's what I like the best.
okay. Well, that's what these are. So we'll send you a file of one of those.
Yep.
So, yep. If you want the big tower, we'll send you that. You'll just have to do a lot of printing. It's no wider than the others. It's just taller. You can make it as tall as you want. Again, everything we make here is modular. All our files, everything, are made so you can make this any size you want height-wise. Now, as far as width-wise goes, that's a whole different story. But as far as height goes, you can do anything you want. So if you don't have a lot of room, our bigger towers and the bigger foundations wouldn't work unless you use like the upper sections. So we'll send you a we'll just whatever you pick out, trains, and we'll send you the file for it. But you can just do it any size you want to do it, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay. Trains to Plains says, I like birch. It's the best tasting bark. Oh, Crochet Lady says you can't see the plant or tree you were showing.
Oh, I bet the station's got it in the way.
Station. Here.
Yeah, just pull it over and
You know what we could do?
put it down lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
There we go.
So here you can kind of see what that looks like in front. Like I said, I'm going to add more limbs to it. So here, this is what they call their forest edge. So, spread apart, I won't have trees that clumped together. So that just gives you an idea of, and like I said, every tree is going to probably double in volume between the clumps added on and the extra limbs that I can put on there. So they're going to look really good. And then I'll paint them a variety of colors. We'll have aspens, we'll have oaks, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
So, for those that don't know what we're talking about, point down this way. So,
Trains to Plains says, I like the tower with the blue roof.
yep, that's the Artemis. That's the ones we were talking about. I just sent one off, like I said, to Ryan. And this section right here came down to right here, so it only made it that tall. That's about 14 inches. So that's not that big. I mean, you don't have to have a 4 foot tall tower out of any of our files we do. Like I said, the panels are made for 9 inches. This is one panel right here. And then you just put this on top of that panel.
John somewhere now says, I hear a train whistle blowing. Trains Plane says, oh my, there's an entire army of blue roof towers.
Yeah, there is. So that's my Artemis complex. That's going to be an apartment complex.
Isaac says, if you have 3 different types of those small buildings, could you send images of each of the 3, and then I could choose my favorite of the 3 if that's what you're doing?
Yeah, we can snap a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I've been talking about that's going to come out. We've had this forever up here because I didn't know how big I was going to go. But now on this wall over here, that's where our yards are going to be. We're taking this door off, putting we're going to put a rod across the top up there with a curtain to hide. There's really nothing in that closet. So we're going to just turn that entire wall right there into yards. And this is going to come off of here, curve a little bit and swing into it. And this is going to come off right here, swing out and come into it right there. Show that. We haven't shown this yet. Now if you look down this way, you can see all the new blue that we painted. All this back curve right here, last time we were together, that was all gray. So now you can see how this blue comes around. And then this was gray too last time and didn't have any of this stuff underneath here. So we've got all that finished. These are the last 2 legs I got to put on because those are the original legs that I had to use to cut down. This was the bottom layer. So I just got to add 2 legs onto there. We got to add a couple of pieces off to get it off the edge of the board. And then we're over into the yards and everything on that wall. So that's going to work out really good. So I'm glad I didn't waste all my time working on switches right here and trying to figure it out. So it's just going to what I'll wind up having to do right here is I'm probably going to have to cut this foam.
Thank you, Scott. He sent a star.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to probably start slicing about right here. And I'm going to cut this foam off right here. And then I'll retexture it and do all the carving. And then that way I can just run these straight off like that and out and over here to that. This is going to be a drop-in section. So if we ever have to use this door for some reason, which in the 20 years we've been here, I think I've opened it a half a dozen times. So I'm not even going to worry about that. But if I need be, this whole section will be able to come out. But this we're going to make more solid on this wall because we'll do a curtain over there. And then we'll do a curtain on this door right here that enters in because we'll come right off of here with our 2 jump tracks. We're going to come this one right here and we'll bring the blue one, curve it, and bring it over and we'll bring them both across right here. And that's going to all go over into the yards. So there we have it. So that is the big news, getting the blue done and reconfiguring all that. I'll just leave this since you can't see. I'll put this right here.
There we go. Yeah, you can see it now.
See that now? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming. I think this is going to look really nice with the trains down below with all the trees scattered throughout and having all these, having our stuff here running underneath. So it's going to look pretty sharp. We'll probably put a couple of trees down below here and maybe some right in this area right here too. But I think that'll look pretty sharp. So we're getting there. Oops, I want to get that. I saw this the other day. I don't know why these things tipped over. I must be on something. I'll bring these back out here. These are my weathered and graffiti.
Arctic cars.
Weathered and graffiti Arctic cars. I found another supply of these. I've got a whole bunch of them. I'm going to make an entire unit trade of these things. And they're all going to be completely graffitied, weathered, the whole works. And now that I've got a longer run going over there, I'll be able to run like 20 of these without any problem with an engine or two, and be able to enjoy a nice long train wrapping around the layout. So, yep. So that is the news that's fit to print, as they used to say. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I've just been working on this. I mean, that's what I've done since our last stream, was just constantly working on these things. These curves, these things all have to be custom made. Gabe printed these bent beams perfectly, but they have to all be cut down to fit, to be slotted. into the beams that go across, and then the bottom V beams here, those all have to be cut to size by hand and then bent to fit the angles. So having that big curve over there and doing that, that took me the better part of a couple of days to get all that done. But now we're there. Now it's just the hardest part is just going to be making these curved sections that go up here of this, but I'll get there with it. So
Trains to Plane says my course in the University of 3D printed tires didn't cover armies of them. Crochet Ladies asks, was graffiti done with those micromark paints?
No, these ones were done well before the micromark paints. I'm just going to be honest about it. I'm not going to claim that I did those with that when I didn't. I haven't done the graffiti yet with the micromark paints, but when I start doing those, that whole series of those cars, then I will do that along with my ink. It's around here somewhere. My bottle of ink and all that kind of stuff. No, the stuff that was done with the micromark weathering were these cars right here. Doing the 3 layers of that. We showed how to do that in a video. So if you haven't seen it, there's was this a live stream or was
Yeah,
this?
that was a live stream. We have the replay up there.
Yeah, the replay of how to get the weathering done with the micromark paints is up there. So if you want to check that out, that's a good one to take a look at. And that's basically the same process I use on all of my weathering on my cars, is what you see in that video. So that's...
Trains to Planes asks, what's the best and worst number between 1 and 10?
Best and worst number between 1 and 10?
Yeah.
Probably 1. Be the worst.
1 would be the worst.
Best would be 7. Everybody says it's 7. That's the luckiest number, I guess, in the 10. If you got to 13, then 13 would have been the worst. We're just getting things back. A lot of stuff's been shifted around. I was just moving things around to get them out of the way.
Somewhere between 6 and 7.
Ah ha ha ha. 6, 7. There you go.
Yeah.
So, I didn't get to this because I was working on this. I was hoping to have these air conditioning units and the vents put on both sides of this thing. I just didn't get to it. That just, like I said, that just chewed up all the time back there. So we'll get to it. I'm gonna try. Like I said, we're trying to get a lot of projects done before we do the whole big expansion of the layout. So, okay.
Okay. Trains to Plane says worst, in my opinion, is 7. It's just a weird number, and 8 is the best. In my opinion.
Well, yeah. All right. So I think tonight was just been. What's that?
Throws up from the 6-7 joke.
I know.
Yeah, we're dragging it out.
Yeah, my wife.
2026.
My wife hates it. She's a teacher, so she's had enough of that. Oh, here's another. I don't know what this was doing down there, but here's another one of the weathered cars that I did with the other types of paints. So I want to get this guy back on the layout. I don't know what he was doing down there, but he needs to be back on a train. I don't like having these guys.
He says your wife is right.
Yeah, they got sick of it real quick. Teachers did down at her school.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Okay. We'll get it. I want to round back behind after a while. I've got a couple container cars like that down there too. I got to get back up on the thing. I don't know why I took them off. Probably because they were not tracking properly. But we'll get it figured out. So, like I said, today was just an update. Show you guys the update on the elevated and what's getting ready to happen. So, hold on for the ride. It's gonna be bumpy, but it's gonna look really good when we get it all done. I'm looking forward to it. So I've got to get a lot of stuff cleaned up back over there, so I can really start working on the elevated track. Then we'll figure out the buildings that are gonna go back. This whole area that's over here, behind our new station, are more of the Union Station style. It's those 2 huge skyscrapers that we're going to put up back there. That is going to make this whole area look great because we're actually going to have a station on the elevated track too, where it's an interchange point where the passenger trains can come in right behind the big station, Then they can theoretically take the elevator down, come into the big station, take the elevator down, get on the long distance passenger trains, and off they go.
Alley Fan says good morning.
Oh, good morning. Well, a night for us here. So, oh yeah, and we did get a few more of the Blade Runner and Fifth Element vehicles printed off. So I'm going to start getting those cleaned up and primered and painted because I found another. We printed off another 5 of the spinner police cars from Blade Runner. All this is flash that's come off. It's not that. It looks like this when you get it. You get it all cleaned up. So these will all be Easter eggs around the layout that we're going to have everywhere from all the different movies and stuff. So.
James the Plane says, if I have a kid, can I name it 69420?
I can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Elon Musk and his kid.
Yeah.
Whatever he named him. Yeah, I still don't get that one. So.
There's a rapper named 6ix9ine.
Is there?
Nashi 6ix9ine.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a whole lot more to report other than that. I think probably our next. I'm just really tired today. It's been a rough couple of nights. Haven't been sleeping well, so been up at like 5 a.m. and going to bed at midnight. So I'm a little tired today. What's up?
Trains to Planes asks, would you ever make a Discord server for everyone to chat about different things train related? I'm in the process of doing that. Actually,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's actually been working on that for a while. He belongs to a bunch of Discord groups and stuff, so we just haven't gotten it up there yet. But look for it soon, and we'll have links for it and everything.
Yep.
So, yep. So I think that'll work fine. Yeah, stop yawning. You're going to make me ready to go to bed.
I know.
I know, it's only 9 o'clock on a Friday night, but it was a busy day, so.
Dwayne Harper asks, do you ever use mirrors in any of your layouts for 3D effects?
We haven't yet, but we probably will on this one because, for example, behind this building right here is going to be another tall skyscraper, but it's going to be a background building. And there's going to be background buildings behind the Artemis, big tall skyscrapers also. So like where you see this, there'll be a road that comes through. So we'll probably put a mirror somewhere in here and then let it blend into the sky or whatever for down here on the road, so we can have a road and stuff down on the bottom. So yes, we will be doing that in a variety of the roads that go off between our, to define our city blocks. I know there's going to be one here and one back there. Yes.
Alley Fan says, have a nice day.
You too. You too. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you've liked it, like I said, I tell everybody this all the time, that if you want to see, because we're moving fast on updates, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification so you don't miss our live sessions. I think on the next one we'll probably do some running. I'm going to pull out some of the ones that haven't been up here in a while, the Montana Rail Link, that Spirit, UP Spirit engine. We'll probably swap some things out. I know I'm probably going to swap out at least one of the Amtraks. We'll try out, I haven't really done anything with these guys yet. So we'll pick one of these two and we'll put it on the head of the auto train and see what it looks like. So we'll be doing that pretty soon. Well, on the next run. Back there. Okay.
Trains to Planes says, heck yeah, I'm in a few servers myself. My own and a few other train related things. I'm not the most active in my own server, but I'm in quite a few good ones.
Oh, good, good.
Russ Dam asks if we're filming Godzilla over there.
You know, we've had a lot of people ask about that, and yes, we are actually going to have a background Godzilla. He'll be poking his head out behind one of our background skyscrapers. It's probably going to be this wall right here. I've been thinking about putting him where you just see the head and part of the body. We'll make him kind of 3D printed, so like the head's coming out from behind. I don't know which version we're going to use yet, whether it's going to be the classic or one of the modern versions, but we'll print it up to make it scale, and then we'll put it like it's, the building will be there, will be come around the back from behind the building, and maybe the tail down on the other side. And we'll have it to where we can remove it if we don't want it up. But then on the days we're doing our Easter egg hunts, when we're just live streaming, and we'll have up what you can find in that scene, like all of the Blade Runner, Fifth Element, Spaceballs, all those kind of things. Doctor Who. We have it, whatever's in the scene, we'll have our description. In the description, we'll show you what you can find. We'll just leave it up there, and you'll be able to do some looking for it. So, and then on the days we don't, we'll probably take it off. So I'll have a way of hanging it up there, maybe like a hook or a Velcro that is hidden, and that way we can do that.
Rustam says, awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So now that we're moving all this and changing all this, we're gonna go ahead and get this one big building finished up. I got all those panels down there. I got to sand.
It looks great, he says.
Oh, well, thank you. So I'm trying to think what. Yeah, so we're gonna get the Cerberus Chimera building finished, and then we'll get the Hall of Justice.
Yes.
All right, we got the Hall of Justice. I think I told you guys about this. It's gonna go like right over here behind me at track level, from the Super Friends Hall of Justice, I think is what it is.
The Justice
League, yeah. It's going to be at track level, and it's actually, I couldn't find the Cincinnati station, which I really wanted, but the front facade of the Hall of Justice is the big curve with all the glass. It looks a lot like the Cincinnati, so we're going to do a few tweaks and modifications to where it won't look like the Hall of Justice. It'll look more like the Cincinnati station. We're going to put it right here on at track level. So I think we're probably going to start. We've got the file for it already, so I think we're probably going to get started on that one too. Our printer has been really dead for, I don't know what, about 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
We haven't been printing anything because we've been so busy with this. So it's time to fire the printer back up and start getting some stuff printed and done. I think it's definitely time for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I know, and when we get together again, I'm going to put some track up on this and put a passenger train up here just to kind of see what it's going to look like in front of the buildings. So we'll get to see how that looks. All right, I think we are done for the night.
Yeah, Trains to Planes just says, in my opinion, the Flying Scotsman is the queen of the rails and Big Boy is the king.
Yeah, I do like the Flying Scotsman, although I do like the Coronation, and I do like Mallards as well. So I do plan on trying to find some of those in scale. I'd love to find a Bayer Garrett in scale. That's probably one of my favorite articulators, but I don't know. I haven't even ever seen one listed, so that'll have to be a custom or something. Maybe somebody's got a 3D file that's adaptable off of a 484 or a 464, a double 484 or 464. I don't know. That's down the line a little ways. All right, everybody. So a little bushed, a little tired. So we'll get a little more done this weekend. I think we'll probably do. When do you want to do the next live stream?
That is completely up to you.
I don't know what you guys are doing on Monday and Tuesday.
I don't know either.
Okay. It seems like there was something going on. I don't know.
No, because Mom got a tooth thing. Maybe run her back down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's got to go back down yeah, she has to do that. She has to go back to the dentist.
Yeah. Yeah, she called today, right?
Yeah, they set it up for 10 o'clock on Monday.
Josh says hi.
Hey, Josh.
Strange Plains says the coronations are good.
Yeah. We're just getting ready to sign off for the night. We were here. If you missed it all, just wait just a little bit. This is going to get archived and it'll be up in our live section. And you'll be able to see everything we talked about. Big changes coming. Skid Row's gone for now, fairly soon. This whole jump section's gone. But we talk about all that and where it's going. And about the elevated track, how much we've done, and then the trees and everything. So all that's on there. So be sure to go check it out. We did put up a video. We told you last week that I thought the Menards had the cat equipment on sale, and they do. We're not being paid by Menards. We just stop by ours all the time because I get my paint, I get everything, and we just check out to see. So if you were looking for any of that cat equipment, thought it was gone for the season, wouldn't be back till Christmas, they put it upstairs. So they've got a big sale going on all the cat equipment. So that's always nationwide. So if you got a Menards around you and you wanted either some N scale or HO scale, I think they even had S scale cat equipment, they've got it all up there and all on sale right now. So they've had it up for 2 weeks. So I'm assuming it may just stay that way. I think they're trying to clear out inventory before they bring the new stuff in for Christmas. Yes.
Crochet Lady says, boy, this was a short live, but very informative. Nighty night. And Oki says, yes, it was short.
Yeah, I was. I know. Some days I don't mind sitting here talking forever, but tonight I'm a little laggy. So.
Oki says, I'm still working on my tender, need more stickers.
Oh. Yeah. I usually buy 2 sets myself when I get ready to do decals because I know I'm going to inevitably tear one or something, especially because a lot of those decals that you buy are old. Even though they're new, they're brand new, and they do deteriorate because it's not like it's an airtight package, it's paper. So I always buy 2 sets to make sure I've always got enough to do it. So that's just something you might want to think about. If you do another one, is just always have maybe 2, even 3 sets. When I would do an engine project, I would always have 3 sets of decals of what I need on engines. Cars, I generally kept 2. And that way I always had enough, so I didn't have to order weight or anything like that. So.
Josh says I got another Santa Fe set yesterday. I'll send you a picture.
Oh, great. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Trains to Planes is stuck between his wall and bed again.
You have a hard time with that bed and wall. Maybe you need to either move the bed out from the wall a little further or really jam it up to it and like really push something against it so it won't move. That's all right. All right, everybody. Let's see. Well, we were on here for 50 minutes, almost an hour. So.
Yeah. HO Train Power says, I was wondering if I should have waited to buy a Broadway Limited ATSF 484 because I'm still working on my small but still improving layout.
Oh, well, I don't know. 484 doesn't take much of a radius. It's not like a 2104 or one of those other big ones. I mean, you can run a 484 on I don't know. I would assume like a 20 or 24-inch radius, something like that. If you've got at least radiuses that are decent enough, I don't know why you couldn't do it. There's some great 484s out there that are really reasonable. I mean, the Bachman makes a bunch. They got the daylights and all kinds of stuff, and there's some great old River Rossi stuff. You get the New York Central and all kinds of neat ones. So if you've got the radius for it, and again, it doesn't have to be a big radius, you should be able to run it. So, okay.
Yeah. Josh says, take care.
You too.
Oki says, don't wait, BLI sell out fast.
Yeah. I guess that's the BLI would be for the big boy?
ATSF.
Oh, okay.
HO Train Power was wondering about.
Oh, okay. 484. Okay. All right. Okay. So, thank you, everybody. I know it was short and brief, but, it was just kind of one of those nights.
HO Train Power says, okay, thank you. Wish you all a good night and see you when?
No later than Tuesday, but probably Monday. We'll probably be back Monday night. So about 3 nights from now. That'll give me some time over the weekend to get a little more done on a few things. We may do a weathering video. I really want to start working on those cryo cars. So we may actually do a weathering video on the next one. Either that, or I may play around with these trees and see what it takes to glue them together and bulk them up, and I may show you guys how I do one of those.
Josh says thank you, and HO Train Power says bye.
Okay. Well, again, thank you, and if you liked it, be like and subscribe. We'll be back. Plus, we have videos that we load up every day. We are going to do a vlog on the here. We'll have a vlog up probably Sunday. That will just go over everything that we kind of talked about here, but in a little more depth, and actually go over and show you places and things that we're doing. So we'll do that. All right. So everybody take care, and then we'll.
Trains to Planes says bye.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and then we'll see you guys Monday or Tuesday, but probably Monday. Yeah. So take care.